friends, my name is Chandrasekhar. You can call me Chandra. In today's video, we are going to talk about advantages of studying in Europe. Now, you must be wondering why I'm doing such a video which is titled Advantages of Studying in Europe. I personally lived and have studied and have received training in the US, UK and Europe. I personally like Europe. We are going to specifically focus on Schengen zone countries because a lot of students are going to countries like Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Hungary, Czech Republic, Poland for higher studies. And there are certain advantages of studying in Europe which may not be available if you study in Canada, Australia, US or UK. I would request you to watch this video carefully because I'm going to talk about tuition fee in Europe, living cost in Europe, scholarships in Europe. In fact, there are several scholarships which are available for students to study in Europe. You can do bachelor's degree, master's degree or a PhD. And I'm also going to talk about part-time job opportunities, post-study work permit, how you can apply for EU Blue Card. I'm going to talk about possibilities of settling in Europe once you finish your studies. So please watch this video. And may I also please request you to subscribe my YouTube channel. Although most of the videos are in Hindi, but now I've realized that a lot of people who do not understand Hindi, they write to me that I should be doing videos in English. So in order to reach out to more audience, I will be doing more and more videos in English. I will continue to do videos in Hindi also, but whatever videos I do in Hindi, you will also see the same content in English also, so that we can reach more people and more people can take advantage of the information which is provided through these videos. Now, even during the pandemic, many European countries were issuing student visas. Germany has been issuing student visas. France has been issuing student visas. Hungary has been issuing student visas. Also, you know that India has an air bubble agreement with France and Germany, which are the two most prominent European countries. So a lot of students were traveling to Europe even during the pandemic. Now, there are advantages of studying in Europe. Let me list those advantages for you. The first and the foremost advantage is low tuition fee. Can you imagine studying in a country for 2000 euros per annum, which is like 2 lakh rupees? It is like 4 times the cost you would spend in Canada, or 6-7 times you would spend in UK, and 10 times less than you would spend in, for example, in US. Again, I'm talking about average prices. So there are universities in Europe where you can study a program for $2,000 per annum. There are many universities in countries like Czech Republic, in Latvia, in Lithuania, where the tuition fee per annum for a bachelor's or a master's program is less than 2,000 euros, which is less than 2 lakh rupees. That is the biggest advantage, low tuition fee, and some of the top universities in the world are in Europe. Now, the second biggest advantage of studying in Europe is that the European degrees are recognized all over the world. And also, Europe is a continent. Europe is not a country. For example, if you study in a Schengen zone country, for example, I have a lot of friends who were studying in Hungary or in Germany. They could travel to more than 30 countries without additional visa. Now, overseas study experience is also about exposure. You get exposure when you travel. Imagine like you are a student of engineering and you are going for a conference on automobile engineering to Germany while you're studying in Czech Republic, or you are going to go to a film festival in Berlin. So imagine the kind of exposure which you get in Europe. If you're studying in US or in UK or in Canada, normally you're restricted to one country. That is the biggest disadvantage when you go to one of these traditional countries. Now, the second thing which I would like to tell you here is that there are many universities in Germany which do not have a tuition fee. You just have to give a semester contribution, and Germany has many English language taught programs. So if you are planning to study subjects like engineering, I would surely recommend you Germany. I have said, in Europe there is in general low tuition fee, and in Germany you can find universities where there's no tuition fee. This is the biggest advantage. Now, the second advantage, whenever you are planning a career, an international career, you should also look at the size of the economy of that country. For example, some of the biggest economies in the world are in EU. I mean, many Indian students are going to Canada. Uh, Please understand there are many countries in EU which have bigger economies than that of Canada. These countries are Germany, France, Italy, Spain. Yes, these countries have a bigger economy than that of Canada. I mean, I'm not saying that don't go to Canada, but please also consider other alternatives. For example, instead of going to an average or below average university or college in Canada, why not go to a good university in Europe if you're serious about your career? Uh, I've also mentioned about borderless travel. I mean, if you're a student in EU, you can travel to many other EU countries without any additional visa requirements. There are no borders. Yes, I mean, due to COVID, countries have some restrictions on entry, but I mean, this will eventually go. So let us stay positive on this. Now, again, there is something called Erasmus exchange. That means that if you are studying in one of the EU countries, you can spend 1 or 2 semesters in other countries. For example, I have a lot of friends who studied in Hungary and they spent 1 semester in France or in Germany or in Greece. So if you're doing a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, imagine spending 1 semester in Greece or 1 semester in Sweden. So that way you get a lot of exposure. You will also understand the culture of the new country. It's an excellent opportunity. Now, when we talk about part-time work, normally you can work 20 hours. In some countries, for example, in Hungary, it is 24 hours. But there are 2 countries of Europe where there is no restriction on how much you can work. One is Sweden, one is Estonia. So Sweden and Estonia do not have any restriction on the amount of hours an international student can work. So this is an excellent way of supporting yourself while you are studying. That is an advantage which is not available in other countries. So please consider Europe. This is one of the important reasons why you should consider Europe. Living costs are very less. For example, I mean, if you study in places like Czech Republic, I already mentioned Czech Republic has some universities where tuition is less than 2,000 euros. If you are looking forward to study subjects like automobile engineering or mechatronics, then I would surely recommend you Czech Republic. The living costs are less. I mean, you can live for about 30,000 rupees a month, which is again half you would normally spend in Canada or in Australia. So that way you can save a lot of money. And the other thing, like a lot of students, when they plan their higher studies, they also look at possibilities of being able to settle in the country where they are going to study. Now, Germany is the biggest economy of European Union. After finishing your study in Germany, if you can speak German and if you have minimum pay level, you can apply for PR approximately after 2 years of finishing your study. So that is a very big advantage. If you can learn German and if you can find a job, since Germany is a big economy and finding a job is not always difficult if you can speak German, then yes, I mean, there are tremendous possibility when it comes to PR. Also, I would like to tell you here, in the 2017 and 2018, the highest number of blue cards, EU blue cards from Germany were issued to Indians. And also, what happens, suppose you spend 2 years in doing your master's degree. Now, out of these 2 years, 1 year is counted towards PR when you apply for PR. For example, in Hungary, you can apply for PR after 3 years. So imagine you're in Hungary to do your master's degree. So master's degree is for 2 years. You can apply for PR. So 2 years of master's degree is like 1 year counted towards your PR. So after a master's degree, you can, for like after finishing your master's degree, suppose you work for 2 more years, you are eligible to apply for PR. I mean, you have to do all the paperwork that is complex. We'll not get into that in this video. Now, main challenge in EU, we've been talking about advantages. Main challenge in EU is languages. Now, India was a British colony, and most of the countries where Indian students have been going traditionally are also English-speaking countries. So we assume that English is spoken around the world. Yes, English is an international language, but why German should speak English? I mean, they were never a British colony like India was, or why Hungarians should speak English. I mean, yes, a lot of people, young people are learning English. For example, in Berlin, you can survive even if you do not know German. I mean, I have personally traveled to many big cities of Europe. Yes, you can survive with English, but I would always recommend that you should learn a European language. If you are planning to study in Europe, I would recommend German or French. So once you have a plan that you want to study in these countries, please start learning the languages also. Scholarships. Now, scholarship is something which is very important, and that's why I'm talking about it in the concluding part of the video. There are several scholarships to study in Europe. For example, Erasmus Mundus. There is a scholarship which is given by DAAD. DAAD is the German education agency. Then there is scholarships by French government. If you Google study in France, you will come across those scholarships. Hungarian government gives scholarship. The deadline of the Hungarian scholarship is 15th of January. So in terms of funding also, Europe offers some excellent opportunities. So I would request you to consider destinations beyond Canada or Australia. Now there is one more question which I am often asked. Some people, even after finishing their studies in Europe, may want to go to Canada or Australia. They ask me, can I move to Canada or Australia after studying in Europe? Yes, you can, because European degrees are recognized. For example, if you are applying for PR to Canada, your degree will be equivalent to the Canadian degree, and you will be able to migrate. And yes, if everything goes well and you become citizen of one of the EU countries, for example, Germany or France or Czech Republic or Hungary or Poland or Portugal, you may not even need visa to travel to Canada. I mean, if you're traveling for tourism or business, so things will become very simple for you. I hope you liked this video. If you have any other questions about studying in Europe, please feel free to drop us a WhatsApp message. You can see the website of our company on the screen. Please feel free to contact us. Thanks for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Bye.